everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into career tarot readings. We will be doing earth signs, and we are going to be using the Light Seers tarot deck, and we are also going to be using the wild archetypes of the unknown oracle deck. And so, as always, remember these are going to be general readings. Take what resonates with you in your path, and leave the rest behind. And I also want to note because I'm going to be recording another tarot video right after this, and I have been very busy recently with work, so I have a lot of readings to get through today. I do read based off of my intuition, so because of that, we will be shuffling off camera. I will put them out. I will meditate on your cards. I will write down anything that comes to me as I'm doing it, and then I will record the part and talk to you about what we're doing. So yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be able to get through all of the signs, and I really love being able to do this. I don't know about you, but it really just helps me kind of zen and ground myself a little bit doing these tarot readings, and especially with how much I've been working recently, I think that it is especially important for me personally as well. I am doing earth signs first because I am an earth sign and I need to know what's going on in September for career. So we are going to go ahead and start today with, I think we'll go ahead and start with Taurus. And I will go ahead and do your reading now. Okay, hello Taurus. Welcome to your career reading for September 2025. If you want more information based on like what cards we're using or why I'm doing it the way I am, then watch the intro. And if not, let's go ahead and get started with this. We start off here with the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is kind of like student energy, curiosity, maybe some new projects, maybe wanting to grow your skills some. It's either Taurus is already in something new, or it's giving Taurus is itching to break out of stagnation and to learn something fresh. And then we have the King of Cups here, and it kind of softens that a lot. It's not just about money/work, but about like emotional fulfillment. It's kind of like Taurus is craving meaning and stability, but when that's paired with the Five of Cups, it's kind of looking like the reality doesn't meet up to the fantasy. Together, it's like, oh, I thought this role/career path would satisfy me emotionally, but it feels disappointing and draining instead. Almost like you've signed up for something that looked good on paper, but day to day is not nourishing. Overall here for your main cards is the Devil card. This card screams attachments, unhealthy cycle, material temptations. This could be staying stuck in a job for money or status, feeling trapped by golden handcuffs, too scared to let go because of finances or comfort, even being tempted by shortcuts or maybe toxic environments. The Devil also pairs well here with the Five of Cups. It's like disappointment plus attachment. I know this isn't working, but I'm afraid to let this go kind of energy. did pull an action card for you too, of like, this is what you need to do for September. This is like how you get out of the rut. This is exactly the antidote here. The Queen of Wands. Fire, independence, charisma. For you, Taurus, the advice is step into confidence, speak up, reclaim agency, don't settle. The Queen of Wands is saying, I have a vision and I'm not going to play small. Okay, and lastly here we have from the wild archetypes of the unknown, we have Thanatos. I think that's how you say that. It's number 73. Yes. Okay. Thanatos literally means like a death instinct in Greek mythology. Not physical death, but like endings, transformation, the inevitability of cycles. That imagery with the spider web on this card, with the hands coming out the middle, it's perfect. It's like entangled, caught, but reaching out. It says the old must be released to step into something new. And with the devil as the overall energy, bestie, this is screaming, stop clinging to what's draining you. You know it's dead weight. Let it die off so you can rise. Obviously, some people, this is a general reading, so I wish we was able to get something a little bit more clear for an action than just this. But this is a very important energy to hold still. The only thing is the exact path for everyone here is going to be different, because there's a lot of different Tauruses that could potentially see this. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. Alright, Virgo. As your fellow Virgo here, I'm also very curious to see what is coming for us in September with career. So, let's go ahead and start. We start off here for you, Virgo, with the Three of Wands. And this is literally longing for expansion. That, what's out there for me vibe. It's like you're scanning the horizon for something bigger or more meaningful, but you just haven't quite made that jump yet. You follow this up here with the Fool. And this is, that a leap of faith, a willingness to start fresh, exploration without guarantees. But with Virgo energy, that can feel scary. Virgo's like a plan. And we followed that up with the Page of Wands. This is about playful communication, curiosity, testing the waters. Paired with the Fool, it's basically like, talk to people, put yourself out there, experiment. Don't be afraid to look silly while you figure out. And I know for me personally, and this might resonate with a lot of other Virgos, if you aren't very good at socializing, even outside of career, put yourself out there. Talk to yourself, talk to people more. Talk to yourself. We already do that enough. So for like me personally, I play Valorant. I'm gonna probably play more Swift play and like force myself to use my microphone and kind of just practice. And it's a video game, yeah, but like I'll get people, and like I'm just bad at communicating with people. I don't know how to have a conversation. Maybe that's why I don't like conversations, or maybe it's just because I'm a Virgo. But that's just a thought, an idea for some of you. Okay, so your overall card here for career is the Ten of Swords. I know this card can look harsh sometimes. I know this one doesn't really in this deck, but if you know anything about tarot, this card can look harsh. But in a career spread, it's more like the cycle has ended. The worst is behind you. You know, you've been through burnout, disillusionment, or flat out backstabbing in a work environment. September is going to be about release and learning the lessons so that you can start again. It also kind of ties back to the Fool and the Page of Wands, you know, endings clear the ground for fresh starts. Now, action cards. I intend only pulling one for each sign, but these came out together. So the first one I will show here is the Eight of Wands. This is about movement, quick opportunities, and communication. Things may speed up for you this month, Virgo, and it may be unexpected. That's why it's important to, you know, not just give up sometimes. Like, give up on the bigger picture, I mean, you know. And we also got here, for an action card, the Moon. But, you know, it's not all clear yet. There is uncertainty. Maybe even some illusions. Something important hasn't revealed itself yet. But the fact that these two came out together suggests that movement is coming towards you, Virgo, even if you don't see it yet. And honestly, for some of you, in September, you still won't see it yet in September. But just know that it's there. So yeah, together there's an option coming, a path opening that you don't see yet. Trust your intuition, stay flexible, and keep your lines of communication open. Now, for your oracle card from the Wild Archetypes of the Unknown, I was shuffling it, and in my hand, like I said, I'm an intuitive-based reader, so I had a card that just felt like this card needs pulled for Virgo. And honestly, I know this sounds weird to people who don't do tarot readings, but I even asked my spirit guide out loud. I said, "Are you sure?" Something about the card just felt like, "Are you sure this card right here?" And I get my little fingernail to make sure I keep my place on it, and I get a hold of it, and I pull it out. And you have the same exact card that Taurus has. Now this is a little bit different for you. For Taurus, this card was about release. For you, paired with the Ten of Swords here especially, it screams even louder than that. You're shedding an old skin. Endings are uncomfortable, but the death of old patterns is what makes space for these new beginnings, Virgo. So, you know, September is a turning point, Virgo. Let go of the old, trust the unknown, and let curiosity guide your career path forward. Honestly, as a Virgo myself, and with what's going on in my career that I know about currently, I am a little confused as to what exactly this is, but I don't think that we know yet fully. I know that it's time for some changes in my career, but I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, so next up is Capricorn, and that should be, I think, finishing up the Earth signs. Well, not I think, I know it is. Anyways, I will see you in a moment, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So, if you've watched the other signs, you know that they both have similar energies, but yours is quite different from the other two Earth signs. You start out here, Capricorn, with the Sun, and this is such a good opener. We have clarity, optimism, victories, even the small ones, whether it's a business meeting or good on a test if you're in college, whatever. It could be recognition, a progress on a project, or just finally seeing results. And then, boom, Seven of Swords. Now, this isn't always malicious lying, although it could be. For a lot of you, I really feel like, though, this is about strategy. Keeping cards close to your chest. Knowing when to play your moves. Capricorn, you aren't spilling everything all at once. You should be watching, waiting, planning. Also, that girl screaming there, that's the surprise factor. Others might not see this coming. Then we have the Magician here, and this really seals it in. You have the tools, the power, the charisma to manifest. But with the Seven of Swords before it, it's like, play your cards wisely, and you'll create something big. So, overall, we have the Seven of Cups. You have options galore, Capricorn. Multiple directions that you could take, but they're not all equal. Some are some shiny illusions, others are solid choices. With the Sun and the Magician here, Capricorn, you can truly turn your dreams into reality. But you're really going to need some discernment this month. Wishful thinking is okay as long as you act with strategy. Actions? Honestly, this makes me feel a little sad. This isn't a bad card to get, but this really tells me it's not going to be easy. Your action card for career this month is the Ten of Wands. This is the grind card. Hard work, carrying heavy loads. It's almost unfair, but very Capricorn. You can achieve this, but it's going to demand a ton of effort. The good news? You have the Sun and the Magician in your cards that show that effort can pay off if you don't buckle under the weight. Now, for your Oracle card in the Wild Archetypes of the Unknown, we have the Siren card. I believe that's 18. So, this is about temptation, allure, that magnetic call that's both enchanting and dangerous. In career, this can mean maybe being drawn to an opportunity that looks sexy on the surface, but it might not be sustainable. Or you can have a powerful pull towards something authentic and irresistible, but scary. Paired with the Seven of Cups, I fucking hate motorcycles. Anyways, where was I? Yes, paired with the Seven of Cups, it's like not all that glitters is gold. Capricorn, you'll need to sort out what's a real calling versus just a distraction. So Capricorn, September is about strategy and stamina. Play your cards wisely. Resist the wrong temptations. And you'll see the light of your efforts shining through. Really, at the end of the day, though, the cards are in your hand. You just need to act carefully and play your cards right. So, that wraps it up for our Earth signs. I hope that you all enjoyed the career readings for this month. Love readings are the ones that I will definitely do every month. Career readings for tarot I will do only if I have enough time to do them, depending on what other video projects I'm working on at the time. And I've honestly gotten to the point with role plays where I have so many now that it's like I don't know what all else I can do that feels unique or different. So I will still have role plays, obviously, but I also am to the point too that it's difficult to come up with new things, and I feel like ASMR is one of those kind of things of you could watch a role play I did a year ago and it would still be just as good. It's that kind of content, you know. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I will see you for your love readings in a couple weeks, and I will see the rest of the signs within the next week or two. Depending on when the last few come out, I might do career readings for October for them instead of September. It depends on how early I'll get those videos out and how late I record them. Anyways, thank you.